Number 3, Deborah Silva. Number 4, Alini Costa. Number 5, Miria Silva. Number 6, Lauren Rodriguez. Number 7, Leticia Silva. Number 8, Karen Da Silva. Number 9, Jennifer Cavalcanti. Number 10, Rebecca Moriera. Number 11, Luana Bonetti. Number 12, Loana Basilio. And number 13, Larissa Da Silva. Now let's meet Argentina. Number 1, Lola Canales. Number 2, Malin San Pedro. Number 3, Mora Martinez. Number 4, Juana Massina. Number 5, Carolina Policastro. Number 6, Isabella Mastronardi. Number 7, Lucia Ruiz. Number 8, Maria Conowal. Number 9, Augustina Fuganti. Number 10, Ana Agnesina. Number 11, Anahi Vatsialupo. Number 12, Augustina Cataldo. And number 13, Leah Perea. Today's referees from the United States, Sergio Macias. From Venezuela, Jose Antonio Garcia.
You've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
There's no better time to become a water polo referee. The sport continues to grow nationwide, and refs are a vital part of that expansion. Join today. Whether you played for years or are new to the sport, all are welcome. Stay active with flexible hours while making extra money with competitive rates nationwide. Build a network of new friends that will last a lifetime, all while making a positive impact on youth sports. Make a difference in water polo. Become a referee today. Visit usawaterpolo.org/referee to learn more.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Indianapolis. It's now time for the bronze medal game on the women's side here at the Pan American Junior World Championships. Brazil and Argentina. Brazil in the white caps, Argentina in the dark caps. I'm Scott Sudikoff, joined by John Abdu, and looking forward to seeing who will emerge here with the bronze medal. As a couple of hours ago, we had a very exciting gold medal men's match, and of course, coming up later, we have the gold medal women's match as well, still here to play.
Yeah, good stuff going on here, Scott. And these third-place games actually mean quite a bit to these countries. You travel a long way to come here. You train all year for this kind of stuff. And to get to this point, and you're playing a natural rivalry, you know, Argentina versus Brazil, a South American rival. So you're going to see a lot of people, a lot of the athletes in the water very fired up, excited to play this game.
Brazil in possession right now. They went 2-2 in the preliminary rounds, finishing in third place. And getting themselves the berth here in this bronze medal game. Have our first exclusion of this game going against Argentina, number 10, Ana Agnesina. So a power play here for Brazil, and there's a save. Lola Canales, who earlier today, when Argentina beat Chile 16-4, had 3 saves, and so Argentina had to already play earlier today just to get themselves this berth in the bronze medal game. How tough is that to come back and play another high-level game? Yeah,
the water polo is one of the toughest sports in the world, if not the toughest sport in the world, and have to play 2 games in a day is not something that's very exciting for athletes to do, but, you know, you can get that adrenaline going when you're playing for a bronze medal here in the Pan Ams.
These two teams played on Thursday, and Brazil won 18-10.
Yes.
High-scoring contest.
Oh.
And there's the first goal of this one for Brazil from number 5, Miria Silva. Scores it.
Watch Silva, though. She gets a catch-and-shoot opportunity right off the cross pass. Doesn't think twice about it. The second the ball touches her hand, shoots the ball cross cage, across the goal into the top corner. Beautiful shot, beautiful finish, and that's usually a very high percentage look, Scott, in water polo when you can catch and shoot the ball right away.
So now we'll see if Argentina can answer here. As Brazil scores the first one of this game, less than 2 minutes in. Ball is loose, and Brazil able to create the turnover. Stephanie Azevedo able to knock it away, and then her goalie, Sofia Freitas, was there as well. So Brazil comes back on offense with a 1-0 advantage. And this goes against, I believe they had the call going against Brazil, and it was going to be Argentina possession, and then Argentina then whistled for a foul right back, so now Brazil gets it back with a fresh 30.
Yeah, that's a back-to-back contra foul. So a contra foul on the center, and then a contra foul on the defender trying to get out of the grab, and now a third contra foul, all in a matter of 10 seconds. So
after all of that, it will be Argentina possession.
That's right. Yeah. And that's really where, if you take a look, Scott, in the pool, most of the action happens at that center position. Center versus the defender, that battle, very similar to basketball, right under the basket. Those are the 2 people going at it, and so generally that's where a lot of the action starts and finishes.
First exclusion going against Brazil here, so Argentina is on the power play. Argentina was 4 for 4 earlier today in their power play opportunities, as that gets deflected up high over the goal.
It's a good field block there, 5-on-6. Brazil holding strong after getting excluded.
Opponents haven't been very good against Brazil when on the power play. Opponents are now only 4 for 19 against Brazil this week.
That's great. That's a great stat. Great stat. That's something you judge yourself on at the end of international tournament, for sure.
Exclusion now called on Argentina. Power play for Brazil for the second time. Brazil 17% over the course of their 4 games, 5 for 30 on the power play. Still +1 though when you look at, as I just mentioned, only allowing 4 power play goals. Clock was winding down, so Brazil just gives it up in the corner. So back to even strength here. Slow offensive start, just a 1-0 score for Brazil.
And that little kind of open up here soon as time goes on. Argentina is going to have some fatigue factor, Scott, like we talked about from the morning, and Brazil's got too many weapons to keep missing opportunities like this.
They've got a penalty called on Brazil. I think it was Leticia Silva. Yeah, she gets caught for the penalty. So penalty shot here for Argentina. And a chance to tie it up. It'll be Lucia Ruiz, who had 3 goals earlier today against Chile. With the goalie, Sofia Freitas. There for Brazil. And able to tie it up. Lucia Ruiz, 1-1 with 4:13 to go, first period.
Watch how she goes across her body on this shot. She gets up high, but then swings the ball right across her chest, before the double fist pump celebration early here in the first quarter. But you can tell already, we talked about this, super passionate these athletes are going to be to try to win this game. They're into this. Great exclusion drawn. Argentina hanging in tight very early in this contest.
So the penalty shot tally for Argentina, tying this up at 1 as we hit the halfway point of the first. Brazil's goal came in the first couple of minutes. As that gets deflected, good defense. I mentioned the play in the middle, the center. You got 3 defenders able to converge and not allow an easy chance to score.
Yeah, you got to play zone defense, double the center. Again, similar for those people watching, similar to basketball. But Brazil's going to do a really very focused job of trying to get the ball into the center. Argentina, a good job of bringing the help that is needed to play in that spot, and that's an inside the 2-meter call by the official. Back to Argentina.
Rebecca Moreira has the possession right now for Brazil. She draws a whistle from on Agostina Fogante. 10 on the shot clock for Brazil here. The 1-1 game. Long range shot goes off the post and then off the other post and stayed out.
Looking right at the goal judge right now, shaking his head. And we got people here right on the goal line taking a look just for that kind of situation, just to make sure that ball did not go in.
Shot from Miriam Silva. Yeah, it hit the post on our near side. As the other way now, Argentina, the quick counter, is able to take their first advantage of the game. Isabella Mastronardi, who had 3 goals earlier today against Chile. She's had a very good offensive week. She had 5 goals Wednesday against Chile, and she had a couple of goals against Team USA on Monday.
Love the confidence she's building in this tournament. No hesitation, in transition, just picks it up and shoots right away. No hesitation really. You can see her confidence building. Argentina's confidence building. They're here to win this game. They may be the underdog coming in, but they're showing that they came to play, hoping for a bronze medal here in Indianapolis.
Argentina took the bronze medal on the men's side earlier today, beating Canada.
Perhaps some inspiration there, watching the men win their bronze medal, and there's a goal out of center.
Tied up here for Brazil, 2-2. Jennifer Cavalcante scoring for the Brazilians.
Yeah, strong move by Cavalcante. You get the sense that why Argentina has been in that zone defense this whole time and playing double and kind of covering the center, right? The second she gets the ball, she's able to turn and score on a power move from the center position.
Leticia Silva earning an assist there, tying the game up at 2. Back on offense is Argentina. Bronze medal game here. The penultimate game of the week. So got the gold medal women's match up next between Team USA and Canada. No matter what sport it is, USA, Canada is always fun.
Yeah.
That goes off the post on a quick shot there from the near side by Mastronardi. And that was in the midst of a power play for Argentina after an exclusion was whistled on Brazil. And now, Ana Agnesina off for the exclusion for Argentina, so Brazil is on the power play. It's gone back and forth a bit. Each team has had a 1-goal lead. Brazil trying to reassume that advantage here on the power play with a couple of more moments to try to do so. They got a field block and almost trickled a little bit further than would have liked, but goalie was able to grab it, Lola Canales.
Yeah, Canales playing a strong first quarter, and she's going to need to have a big game if Argentina is going to stick around in this. But again, that 5-on-6 stop we talked about earlier, playing strong 5-man defense, that's really, really important in winning water polo games.
Brazil entering this game today scored 52 goals over their first 4 games here and shooting at a 41% clip. As a shot clock violation against Argentina, so Brazil will take it back on offense. But Argentina, they've actually up over 45% in their 5 games that they've played. $56 goals, now 58 with the 2 they've scored today in this game. Final half minute. Oh, the goal was open there for, it looked like a slam dunk opportunity for Brazil.
Yeah, and we talked about earlier, that's Canales coming out and making the steal. She's the one that saved that from becoming, that's a 1 inch from becoming a penalty or a steal and a save. So great play by Canales out of the goal.
Final 10 seconds of the first period, tied at 2. Final shot opportunity and denied by Sofia Freitas. And that'll wrap up the first period of play. Well, we like when they're close and competitive, makes our job a lot easier.
That's right, Scott.
It's 2-2, Brazil and Argentina after 1 period here in Indianapolis.
You've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores! Yeah!
Scott Sudikoff back alongside John Abdu as we go to the second period here, tied at 2. Brazil and Argentina in the bronze medal matchup. Brazil, goals scored by Jennifer Cavalcante and Miria Silva. And for Argentina, Isabella Mastronardi and Lucia Ruiz. And we were just talking during the break, actually, on the Brazil side. You got a player like Luana Bonetti who scored 18 goals over the first 4 games. So we expect at some point for her to get plenty of opportunities to add to that, what could be a high total for the whole week here in Indianapolis for the women.
You would think if things stay consistent here, she's going to at least get one right now in the course of this game. And the leading scorer at 18 goals so far in this tournament. She's 4 goals ahead of the next player in the tournament. So she's building herself a little cushion here. Usually at these tournaments, a top scorer award is announced at the end of the tournament. And so something to look out for here with Bonetti and Brazil as the game goes on.
Argentina gets the sprint here in the second period. In the first, we already have one Argentinian in some foul trouble as Freitas, a good save, moving left to right, getting her right arm to the post there to deny that shot.
Yeah, great save there by Freitas, and People have also been mentioning her name this week about being one of the top goalkeepers in this tournament. So no surprise to see Brazil here in the third place game, and particularly as the favorites, Argentina looking to pull off the upset.
Yeah, Freitas entering these first 4 games, he made 37 saves, including 10 in the game against Team USA. Exclusion whistled on Argentina, so Brazil to the power play. It's on Lupo, number 11 for Argentina. Good pass to the weak side, the open side of the net, and the easy finish. Stephanie Azevedo scoring off the pass from Rebecca Morea.
We mentioned this earlier, that catch and shoot, cross pass, catch and shoot. This time the ball moves all the way across the goal. Almost impossible for the goalkeeper to keep up on something like that when the pass moves all the way across the face of the goal. Catch and shoot, they convert the power play, and those are the advantages. Those are the numbers we'll be looking at halftime and further, just trying to see where the teams are on 5-on-6, 6-on-5, and good on Brazil to convert that one and take a 1-goal lead.
Let's see if Argentina can once again tie it up, as we've had the ties at 1-1 and 2-2 thus far. And this goes against Argentina, so it's turned over to Brazil. Coming ahead with it is Maria Silva. And now this is Leticia Silva. And a shot and a score. So Leticia Silva gets a goal.
Nice touch on the ball, goes up with it, then comes down with it again. Does that to get the goalkeeper out of position, and then the soft touch on the cross cage lob for Silva. Talked about that lid opening up for Brazil. You're starting to see it now. 2-0 run to start the second quarter. They have a lot of firepower, and how much energy does Argentina have to keep playing the defense they did in the first quarter? We'll see how this progresses.
Brazil averaging 13 goals a game. These Pan Am Junior Championships. First 2-goal lead now, 4-2 for Brazil. Looking to secure a bronze medal. Shot clock winding down here. And knocking it away was Freitas. The shot by Mastronardi. Argentina, though, will retain possession. And 20 on the shot clock now.
Yeah, good save there from Freitas. Notice the defense Brazil is in right now. This is different than they were doing before. They started the game in a press, had a little different soft zone. Now they're bringing a player all the way back. You see this interesting zone that they're running. Watch the player in front of the goal. Shot blocking, but not really guarding anybody.
That one skipped wide. Good touch by Lucia Ruiz. So if you're Argentina now, how do you adjust your offense?
Yeah, you're going to have to start looking to make some movement, pull those players out as Brazil draws another exclusion in transition. They're going to have to make some adjustments to fight and break that zone. Now, good adjustment from the Brazilian side.
Saw Brazil convert on the most recent power play. Got to do so again here. And they do. Once again, Stephanie Azevedo scores her second goal.
Benetti knows she's the leading scorer, but says, why don't I get a couple assists while I'm at it? Drops the ball into the post, goes cross cage there for Azevedo. 3 goals in a row now for Brazil, and that's how you start generating offense. When you can build a defense like they've been doing this quarter, they've been generating transitions out of that zone defense. See if they fall back into that again here.
So it was 2-2 after the first quarter. As John mentioned, the 3-goal run by Brazil. 3 minutes gone by in the second period. Brazil scored 18 against Argentina on Thursday, an 18-10 win. This goes against Brazil in exclusion, so power play now for Argentina, but it looked like they may be turning the ball over. Brazil, Maria Silva now has 2 exclusions. Clock winding down. And that was knocked away and then recovered. So initially, Cavalcante had knocked it away, but able to regain possession. Isabella Mastronardi scores her second goal of this game.
Oh, great job by Argentina there. Cleaning up the garbage, as they say, right? Broken play, they didn't get the look they really wanted, but those types of like cleanup plays, hustle plays, that's what kind of keeps you in a game like this when you're not generating the offense that you're normally used to. Great hustle play there to get the ball back and put it away.
So 5-3 Brazil. It's a big one to get if you're Argentina, right? You had the advantage, you had the power play, and you just give it up 3 straight. Stay within striking distance, but you can see how quickly Brazil will answer back and be back up by 3 as Jennifer Cavalcante scores her second game. What I'm noticing is Brazil assisting on maybe almost every goal they've had.
Yeah, every goal has come with an assist. Every goal has come with an assist, maybe except for that cross-cage lob there from Silva, but 5 of the 6 goals came in off a great pass there inside, and Cavalcante showing again why she's attracting so much attention on defense from Argentina. She's a powerhouse right in that center position in front of the goal. Gets her second natural goal out of 2 meters.
Leticia Silva picking up the assist. So back to a 3-goal advantage for Brazil. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. That was blocked right at the point of the attack there.
Yeah, it's Cavalcante showing that a center can play defense. All right, she can do both. She can play offense and defense. Coming right now, swinging back on front of the goal. See, Brazil has so much energy right now with the horses they have in the water. They're doing a great job of putting that pressure on D that leads to good offensive transition.
That one goes up high. That was Bonetti trying to get her first goal on the board today.
And we talk about this a lot as coaches in water polo. When you're down 3, it's really like a turning point. Right? If you score the next one, it's a 2-goal game. You still got plenty of time to go. But going down 4 is a real challenge to fight back from. Other coach can really manage their game with a 4-goal lead. So if this game goes 7-3, we can see how it goes. This game could go 6-4, and we could have a different game.
Leticia Silva ahead for Brazil. Puts a little touch on it. Goes off the crossbar. The ball was loose. Got the rebound, did Brazil. And now shot clock at 12. Trying for that first 4-goal advantage of the game, and they have it there. From the left side. And Luana Bonetti with her 19th goal here of the Pan Am Championships.
Well, and you can see the defensive breakdown. You certainly do not want to leave Bonetti wide open. You don't want to leave the leading scorer in the tournament that open on the strong side of the pool. Argentina coach, all right, talking to his team right now, talking about, hey, that's not what we want to do on defense. That's a breakdown. And a costly mistake, as we just talked about. That 4-goal lead now, 7-3. Much different than it could have been 6-4 on that last play for Argentina. So a costly mistake here, something we may look back to at the end. And you can see Coach Facundo there from Argentina thinking a lot about what just happened.
A lot of space to move up and take the shot as we do have a block at Freitas making the save. So since you mentioned Brazil changing up their defense, Argentina has only been able to score 1 goal here in the second quarter.
And it was a wise adjustment there from Brazil. It's a really smart thing to start a quarter with a brand new defense than you did in the first quarter, right? They were doing something in the first quarter, come out of the break, right? Second quarter, started in this new zone defense, and it really puts the offense on their heels trying to figure out how to adjust, and Argentina has yet to do that.
Shot clock at 10. Argentina trying to maybe get this one to 3 before you go to halftime. mentally it'd be a big difference, say, be down 3 or possibly down 5.
Yep.
As you were talking about just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and Frida's showing why she's one of the top goalkeepers here too, making saves from kind of point blank range of that shot. Argentina's got to try to find a little bit of energy, get one more here before the half.
Bounced home. Rebecca Moriera. Her first goal of this game. She's been involved offensively already, though.
And if you watch that replay, you get a chance. The reason Moriera is so open is because Cavala Conte is in 2 meters. Look at her job in center. She's drawing the attention, she's drawing the zone, and that just frees up the outside shot for Moriera, and she's able to skip it home right over the goalie's shoulder.
You could see, I think it was Agustina Fulgante defensively for Argentina. She was helping keep an eye on Cavalcante,
Yes.
opening up that lane.
Yeah, just like a strong center in basketball opens up the three-point line for guards, right? Outside shooting in water polo opened up by strong center play here in the pool.
8-3 Brazil, 40 seconds left in the second period. Brazil looking to pour it on a bit more here at the end of the second. Give themselves an extra comfortable lead. Still some time to work with. Over the top it goes. Good help defense.
Oh,
Still
wow.
leads to a goal, though. Just Moriera, a little bit too powerful.
Well, watch this again. Watch what she does. She flips it to herself and then comes back around and turns and shoots. If there was a Water Polo Sports Center top 10, that's one of the top plays of the day. One unbelievable move there. Flips it over her head, back to herself, then turns her body all the way around to finish the shot. Unbelievable play.
See, that's something I didn't catch live.
Yeah.
You having the experience knew what she was doing. To me, it looked like the ball just happened to pop up over to her other hand, but a little more intricate than that.
Yeah, she was breaking the double team. Both people get collapsed on the ball. Just really savvy play. You see that a lot from the Brazilians. Really crafty, savvy water polo players.
Brazil outscores Argentina 7-1 in the second quarter. And after a 2-2 start to this game, Brazil in control. Brazil 9, Argentina 3. We're at halftime of our bronze medal game.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores!
Which one? Yellow? Yellow. Now blue? No, orange. Now blue. Ooh.
Welcome back. It's 9-3 Brazil as the third period is about to get started. Scott Sudikoff, John Abdu with you in Indianapolis. A bronze medal game. Coming up next, we'll have the gold medal game. Team USA and Canada. That'll be the final game of the entire week. All the action started back on Monday. New goalie in for Argentina, Leah Pereira, is in. As you look at Brazil on their side as the sprint for the third period. And Argentina looked like they had it momentarily, but I think that was Moreira. He was able to go get it for Brazil. And so Brazil in possession, up 9-3. Some of these halftime stats. Brazil, 9 goals on 14 shots, 64%. Argentina, 3 for 13, 23%. Brazil did score 2 power play goals on 5 attempts, while Argentina was 0 for 3. Let's hear the buzzer sound for the shot clock. Look at the goalies. Freitas, 5 saves for Brazil, and for Argentina, Lola Canellis had 1 in the first half. I just mentioned that Pereira is now into the game for Argentina.
So contra foul there in transition for Argentina leads to a counterattack for Brazil. And yet another Brazil goal.
10-3. Brazil now on top. And Luana Bonetti, scores her second goal, now her 20th. Keep that real-time tracker going. 20 goals now in 4 games and 2 quarters here in Indianapolis for her.
Yeah, well on her way to becoming the top goal scorer in this tournament. Take a look at the second shot here. It was the contra foul against Argentina that leads to an open lane for her. Cross cage, bar end lob. Barely trickles in there for Bonetti, but that's a big way to open up the quarter for Brazil, and a big call by the referee. You can see this from frustration for Argentina, but as that one goes off the side of the goal, and another transition opportunity for Brazil.
Brazil has 4 different players that have scored 2 goals in this game thus far. Isabella Mastronardi has 2 of the 3 Argentina goals. It was close early on, but we've referenced the fact that Argentina already had to play today in a knockout game just to get to this bronze medal matchup. An exclusion whistled on Argentina. So a power play now for Brazil. And referenced earlier, a couple of goals in 5 attempts. Now this is the 6th power play for Brazil. They're going to get to 50%. 5 to shoot, and they do get to that 50% mark. Power play goal. Stephanie Azevedo now leading Brazil with 3 goals.
Beautiful ball movement from the Brazilian women. Watch the ball touches 4 or 5 hands, gets inside to Azevedo on the post for her to finish. Great team play there from Brazil. You can see their chemistry, how it connects on their power play, and you can see their confidence just continuing to grow. And you mentioned that knockout game this morning. I don't know how much energy Argentina has to keep going here.
That game was a 10 a.m. start, so they were done around about 11 a.m., a 16-4 win over Chile. As that shot is off target. Taken by Juana Massini. Brazil has scored 9 of the last 10 goals in this game after it was 2-2 after the first.
Brazil jumped back into that M zone, traditionally called, or kind of a soft defense on the weak side where they're doubling the center, and then that leads to some transition opportunities. Again, Argentina's going to have to find a way to break that zone with a little bit of movement on a drive, some ball movement, and try to break it so they can get some higher percentage looks.
Argentina moving left to right here across your screen in this third in the blue caps. Ball retained by Argentina. 5 to shoot. And that goes wide. Once again, Juana Massini with a shot. Couldn't get it on frame though.
Again, against that zone, you don't want to take that outside shot. If you take that long outside shot against that zone, you're going to build transition opportunities. It looked like Argentina did a better job of covering space, but they haven't had a high percentage look shot since early in the second quarter.
Right. And put home. Stephanie Azevedo with her 4th goal.
Azevedo, look at her go cross cage just over the goalie's left arm. Goalie knows maybe, hey, I should have had that one 7 meters out. Almost got her left hand on that one. Azevedo's confidence building, but here with 4:43 left in the third quarter, a 9-goal lead. And I'm afraid, Scott, this may continue to grow if things continue to trend in this direction. Again, look at that zone. They're gapping up top, doubling the center. Good movement there from Argentina. Perfect. Nice shot. There's Argentina's break of the zone to draw a penalty. That's what we've been looking for here for about 9 minutes or so of game time. But they haven't been able to finally execute it.
Acevedo called for the foul there. She grabbed a hold of Malin San Pedro. So penalty shot will be taken by Anahi Vasilupo. Vasilupo able to score on the penalty for Argentina to make it 12-4.
So great job breaking the zone to draw the penalty. And then the lefty gets to skip home, penalty shot, and break the scoring drought for Argentina. Good 8-9 minutes without a goal there. Now they're back in the mix. And the last goal they got was one that they created off of the only goal they had in the second quarter was kind of like garbage goal in front of the goal.
Oh, right, yeah.
So this is the first real kind of natural scoring opportunity that they created and executed on their own since the first quarter.
And Brazil able to get it right back. Back to a 9-goal lead. And Rebecca Moriera with her 3rd goal today.
No hesitation against that zone. Top shelf, cross cage, double fist pump. I think that goalie substitution that Argentina did at halftime is now coming back as they substitute again after giving up a few long shots there from the backup keeper.
That would mean Lola Canales has come back on. Knocked away from behind. Good look here as Sophia Freitas surveys and finds where she wants to go with it. 3.5 minutes left in the third. 4 defenders around there, and Argentina able to defend it well. Isabella Mastronardi getting credit for the steal. Chance now for a good-looking shot, and
just
ball went under.
Yeah, just fumbles the ball and then becomes a ball under. Unfortunately, she couldn't hang on. Once she got the pass right in her hand, had she shot or taken a couple strokes forward, she would have drawn a penalty or gotten a shot off. Instead, fumbles it, turns into a ball under, which is a turnover.
Canales now back in goal, and penalty shot will be coming here for Brazil.
It's a good move inside again from Cavalante. She just does just a strong center. Takes the inside back turn to draw the penalty shot. New rules in water polo, generally speaking. If you're inside and you're behind the center, it's going to be a penalty shot. So.
Moriera will score it. Her 4th goal. And Brazil leads by 10, 14-4. And Argentina will call a timeout here with 2:39 left to go in the third. And Brazil with the double-figure advantage, 14-4. And this whole, how big of an experience is this whole week? Especially when, for everyone except for Team USA on both sides, going to a different country for an entire week.
Sure.
How big of an experience is this for all the visiting countries?
Yeah, well, it's huge. And even for Team USA, traveling from there, nobody from Indianapolis or
Right,
Indiana on
yeah.
the team, so everybody traveling in. So, I mean, really one of the biggest things that we try to teach in these tournaments as coaches and sport administrators is that how do you travel? How does the team bond? How do you go through the cadence of a long tournament like this? These are hard. You're playing every day for 6 days straight. What are you eating? How are you sleeping? How are you working out? How are you pacing yourself? How are you keeping your emotional tank full for the whole week so you're not burning out? Right. So there's a lot of lessons to learn in a week like this. Regardless of what your end result or how you finish in the tournament, but all those lessons learned about all those things I just said, become really important when you come to the next one of these or go on the ones that are world championships as opposed to regional championships. So plenty to learn and plenty to develop from for all teams.
Hopefully learn to block out the distractions of a nice downtown area
Yes.
like Indianapolis that we're in right now.
Yeah, I don't know, absolutely. As you see that Argentina shot bar out from the lefty, but you have to learn. Hey, that's part of learning how to travel. Can you stay in the hotel and not go outside all the time, right? Can you do those things?
Brazil here transition. Canales comes out to help knock it away. Good aggressive play by Lola Canales in goal for Argentina. Somewhat of a nothing to lose type of situation there. We're already down by 10. Got something coming right at me. I'm going to go for it.
No, good goalie play, right? Taking on that one versus goalie. Took a risk and it paid off here. Canales clearly the starting goalkeeper. Thought she might get a little rest at halftime. Had to come back in and providing a little bit of a spark for her team right now.
And Freitas getting her left hand on it to knock it over the goal. Minute 42 left to go in the third. It was 2-2 after one. And Argentina did have a brief one-goal advantage, but Brazil exploded in the second for a 9-3 halftime advantage. And once again, good job Brazil defensively as they collapse there on the center and no shot available.
Yeah, good zone defense that they're running right now, putting three players on the center at any given moment. And that type of defense is fueling their offense in transition.
Had a spot picked, but it went wide. That was Leticia Silva with the chance there. She has a goal today. Azevedo and Moriera each have 4 goals for Brazil in this game. Cavalcante, Bonetti, each with a pair. Argentina is led by Isabella Mastronardi, 2 goals. She's been one of the top 3 scorers here this week. Overall, and looking for another one, and Freitas denies that.
Yeah, good two-handed save there from Freitas. Again, the heavy zone there from Brazil, bringing people all the way back in front of the goal. And it's almost a shot that they're tempting you to take. They're begging you to take that shot, leading you into that, and it becomes a trap right into the goalie's hands.
Final 20 seconds of the third. Shot clock at 8. Azevedo moves it up top. This goes against Brazil. Argentina will have it with 10 seconds. Looking for one final shot and one final save for Sofia Freitas here in the third. So that will do it for 3 periods of play. We make our turn for home here in the bronze medal game. It's Brazil 14, Argentina 4. We'll be right back to Indianapolis in a few moments.
You've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Fourth period is underway. It's 14-4. Brazil on top of Argentina in the bronze medal game. Scott Sudikoff alongside John Abdu. Yes. A couple hours from now, about an hour and 15 minutes from now, we'll have a gold medal women's game. Canada and the United States to wrap up the week in Indianapolis, as Argentina will look to have a strong fourth period as a score by Malin Sampedro, who had 3 goals earlier today against Chile, has her first here tonight.
Well, that's one way to break the zone, right? Just walk right in, go put it right down their throat. And she has good confidence, moves in, attacks directly at the zone, and gets the first goal of the period for Argentina. You know, I mentioned earlier you may need some movement to break that zone, but you could also just shoot right through it and score if you have that confidence. So, you know, good on them.
It's kind of like what LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo do. They just go right for it.
Just go for the basket. Just go to the basket. You know, don't care what kind of defense you're playing. We're just going to go.
Even if it might be an offensive foul, it's fine. We'll just let it happen. Got a exclusion on San Pedro of Argentina, so power play for Brazil. I was trying to think of an Indiana Pacer that I could have referenced.
Yeah,
I don't know if it fits that kind of mold. There's a power play score for Brazil. This is Karen Da Silva. Nope, excuse me. Miriam Silva scores her second goal off the quick pass there from Moriera.
One of the Silvas gets a goal, right? Cross face, catch and shoot. In the bottom, we talked about that catch and shoot, and that's even more impressive. Cross face means she has to catch the ball as it moves across her face into the dominant hand. It's a higher degree of difficulty than receiving it from the opposite side. So real strong shot there, catch and shoot goal for Brazil's 15th goal.
Yes, their highest goal total was against Argentina when they scored 18 on Thursday. And that's the side of the net. So no goal.
I think you're tentative to reference an Indiana Pacer because of all the trade talks happening right now. You wanna
I don't know what's going on there. I think they offered a big contract to DeAndre Ayton, and
that's right.
Suns have matched it, so who knows what's going on.
Yeah. We are only blocks away, for those of you watching on the live stream, from the field house where the Pacers play their home game. So all under construction right now, but you mentioned before, this downtown Indianapolis is just a really cool place to have a great event like this, big international event. What one of the best sports towns in the USA. Love it.
Save made by Lola Canales. Yeah, right in this whole area, you've got the basketball arena, the AAA baseball stadium, and then, of course, the Lucas Oil Stadium.
That's right.
Home to the football Indianapolis Colts, but, of course, has hosted Super Bowls and NCAA Final Fours.
And in the aquatic space, we'll be hosting the USA Swimming Olympic Trials before the Paris 2024 Olympics. And they're not going to do it in this pool, which is a wonderful pool here on the campus of Indiana University. They're going to do it in Lucas Oil Stadium, but in a temporary pool.
Wow.
So, unbelievable.
1-on-1 here, and Canales cannot make the stop. The score by Luana Bonetti. Scores her third goal today Gets that total to 21. She wants to make sure she secures that top goal scoring title from this for this week.
Yeah, she's looking over at Coach. Don't pull me out just yet, Coach. Let me make sure I get this award. Although Brazilian coaching staff right now, some wholesale changes, putting in a new goalkeeper, bringing in some subs now, getting some people some valuable experience with ultimately the result in the bag in this contest.
Larissa De Silva now into goal for Brazil. Yeah, this is what this opportunity affords you is get some extra time for players that might see a little bit less time. Of course, it's a pretty small roster that you bring here, but
yeah, generally speaking, in water polo contests, power play there for Argentina.
Yeah, for Brazil, Alini Costa going off, and Argentina able to get a power play tally to make it 16-6.
Argentina with their kind of second hustle play, garbage goal of the game there, able to take it back in transition and score the goal. I think we were talking about substitutions a second ago there. In water polo, you only bring 13 athletes can suit up in what is the toughest, I truly believe, the toughest team sport in the world. So all those athletes are going to play. Generally speaking, the hardest position to get a lot of playing time to is your second goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper. But if you're one of the 11, let's call them field players that are non-goalkeepers, you're going to get a lot of playing time in these tournaments just by design.
And that one sneaks inside the near post. Lauren Rodriguez scoring. Sneaks it inside the right arm of Canales and the post.
And that's Cavalcante with the assist, right? Ball goes in the center, double teams coming. Can't quite get the shot off, kicks it right back out for the shot. So big credit to the center there. Cavalcante, I'm very impressed with her play. She's been a real key to this victory for Brazil.
And with San Pedro, that goes off the crossbar. 4.5 minutes left. That's what separates officially Brazil from the bronze medal on the women's side. The Brazilian men's team earning the gold medal earlier today in a shootout. Very entertaining game.
Yeah, it was a hell of a game.
The least you could say about it, really.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. A lot of emotion there at the end.
You're winning in a penalty shootout, really with tie game. It could have gone either way. Yeah. Anytime you win a game in a penalty shootout.
Oh, nice save by Larissa De Silva. Quick one-time shot.
Yeah.
3:53 left, 17-6. San Pedro. And that hit a couple of things. And ricochets to the other side. And Brazil's going to call a timeout with 3:39 left. And looks like they want to make another substitution maybe or two here. With an 11-goal advantage, and well, I'm sure some people tuning in right now will also be tuning in later for the gold medal game, USA and Canada. I know you're kind of close to the situation, but your best non-biased preview of what we should expect to see Team USA and Canada coming up in the gold medal game.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But we talked about this earlier in the day, the natural rivalries that occur in the Pan Am regions, right? The Argentina versus Brazil, natural rivalry in all sports. And, Canada, USA, natural rivalry in all sports. So regardless of the score of any game, any contest earlier in this tournament, and when you have a rival in a gold medal game, emotions are going to be high. Anything can really happen. And so part of this preparation we have for Team USA in a tournament like this is, can you match the energy level and the emotion needed to also execute in a gold medal game like this, kind of regardless of who the opponent's on their side. So I expect a close game early on here in this context, and I could think it could go either way in the second half. But lots and lots of talented players in the water that inevitably go on, as you saw in Ann Arbor, Michigan, in May, a lot of the Canadian USA athletes playing in the NCAA system in the spring.
Here's another one for Brazil. Deborah Silva scores. And it's now 18-6 Brazil.
They make sure every Silva on the Brazil roster gets a goal today. I think that was the goal of the timeout.
Deborah Silva has a goal. Miria Silva has 2 goals. Leticia Silva has 1. And now you got Larissa De Silva, who is in goal right now for Brazil. And also Karen De Silva, who has played for Brazil. Actually, she might have an assist on the board.
Sure.
I don't have her for a goal. That goes off of the bar and stays out.
Another good hustle play from Argentina. They are not stopping to play. Come back in a reach and gets the goal and gives the Mutombo finger wag. Says no goal here. I know we might be down 12, but
I've seen the finger wag in every game today.
This is true.
This is my first day at the event. I come to the last day. You know, leave it to me to show up late. But I've seen every single game get the finger wag. So.
Yeah. You know, a lot of your body's in the water.
It's tough to do anything
water
else.
Polo. Yeah, there's not a lot of other things you could do.
Can't really do any other type of celebrations.
That's right. So it's a common one in water polo, but especially for a field player to go back and make a game-saving field block there.
But the question now, the question I have is, does it all come from the Dikembe Mutombo, or would the finger wag be something without him making it maybe as popular as?
Yeah, this is good. This is like who invented the question mark. You know, that's a solid question to ask. I don't know if Dikembe Mutombo was the first person to ever wag his finger at somebody.
He couldn't have been, right?
Right. We just give him credit
but
for it.
But he popularized it.
Correct. That would be the correct way to go about it.
We got a timeout here with 2:05 left. 18-6 Brazil. Brazil about to be winners of the bronze medal here in Indianapolis. And at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, Team USA and Canada for the gold medal coming up about an hour and 4 minutes from now.
Yeah, good time out there from Argentina. They're still coaching. You can look into that. A good look at the Argentina bench, right? Coach Facundo. He's like, I'm going to use every minute. I'm going to use every opportunity to get better as we go along.
Yeah, he would say it would be kind of a waste to come all this way, have all these games, get to a bronze medal game, and then even if you're down by 12, there's 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it, right? You got it.
Absolutely. And all these teams here we haven't mentioned yet in this broadcast are on their way to try to qualify for the FINA, which is the International Governing Body World Championship at this age group next year. So this is a regional qualifying event to get to the FINA World Championships, probably sometime in August or September of 2023, and it's a place to be determined. So you're preparing this group to try to perform well in a World Championship next year.
The action resumes. Have a field block there. Moreira with the field block for Brazil. It's been a busy week. Water polo had the games out in California. The men's national team playing Italy.
Italy on ESPNU, and while I can, I'll give a quick plug that they'll play the third and final game of the series
tomorrow, right?
Tonight.
Oh,
tonight against Italy for the third and final time this week on ESPNU. So the water polo fans around the world, please tune in.
And it's going to be well after we're done with the gold medal women's game, so plenty of time to watch that, and then you have a couple of hours actually, and then tune into that.
Yeah. If you wanted to watch water polo all day today, you could, which is a fantastic thing for our sport and how we develop it. But yeah, Italy, USA, men at Santa Clara University in Northern California at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. Another great opportunity to showcase some of the best in the world in our sport.
It's one of these things with some of the sports like water polo and other sports that maybe not have had as much television time. Yeah. People clamor, why don't we get TV time? And then when you're on, you got to show up. You got to watch.
Yeah, that's right. You got to show up. You got to turn out. And you got to really support. And that goes for everyone around the world. If you're in Argentina or Brazil right now, watching your team, supporting your teams, we need everybody's support as we try to grow the game globally. And beautiful save there.
Larissa De Silva getting in the act here with 15 seconds left. They could just run the final moments out here, and Brazil will be winners of the bronze medal here at the Pan Am Junior Championships in Indianapolis. with an 18-6 win over Argentina. Congratulations to Brazil. Argentina, going to tip your cap as well. I guess you can't really tip one of these caps.
Sure.
But again, had to play earlier today just to get to this bronze medal game, and they kept it close through one, but you saw Brazil just had a little bit too much firepower to deal with.
Yeah, and Argentina played admirably in the first half, and really all through you could see the hustle. They never gave up. They never took for granted this opportunity to develop, to get better, and to continue to build their programming for the future. And so they should be proud of their efforts, and congratulations to Brazil on medaling in the Pan American Games. This is a big deal for them at this age group as well, to come all the way to Indianapolis to win a bronze medal, compete well all week, and start preparing themselves for the 2000 championships next year.
All right, so coming up in an hour, we'll have the gold medal game, Team USA and Canada. But for now, for my partner, John Abdu, I'm Scott Sudikoff saying so long for Indianapolis for now. We'll talk to you in about an hour.